While the palace talks about olive branches and peace talks, the world is still following the real story. Natasha Archer, Kate Middleton's longtime assistant and stylist, is under fire, not just for her fashion influence, but for the digital trail that's led royal watchers straight into the heart of a quiet but obsessive PR strategy that's been hiding in plain sight. Just days after Natasha Archer's alleged Instagram activity was exposed, showing followers of Meghan's friends, collaborators, and even niche lifestyle brands, what do we have? A secret peace talk between Prince Harry, King Charles's aide, and a communications rep, all mysteriously caught on a sunny patio by a long-range lens. It screams damage control. This wasn't some heartfelt father-son reunion. It was a PR stunt. And you know who had the exclusive? The Daily Mail. I know this was a leak from Buckingham Palace. It was definitely not from Harry, right? Perfectly timed to pull attention away from an actual ethical scandal involving digital surveillance, obsession, and mimicry. And it backfired. The stalking allegations and what they reveal. Let's not sugarcoat it. Following Meghan's friends, her stylists, her wellness circle, and even her brand collaborators for years, while simultaneously participating in or enabling smear campaigns. That's not just unprofessional, that's deeply unsettling. Royal fans, the Sussex squad, and everyday people online weren't distracted by the olive branch narrative because the Archer reveal confirmed what many already suspected. Meghan has been studied, monitored, and duplicated from afar, almost obsessively. The timing of this reconciliation leak only makes it more suspicious. And we see them talking about the reconciliation. And I was watching something on, I think it was GB News or somewhere else. We had Russell Myers and they were talking about it. And they all seem to be up in arms and excited about it, right? But it's a larger issue here. They want to distract. They want us to forget what is being done, right? So we know that this story is not going to die down anytime soon. The copycat situation and how they were surveilling Meghan and her friends and her inner circle. This will not die down. So no matter what they do, if Charles wants to reconcile, there's a way he can do it. But obviously from the leak was in the Daily Mail, we know who leaked it, and that's why we know there's no leak in Montecito, right? So I'm gonna play a video for you with what I was watching about them being very excited about the reconciliation and the secret meeting and the secret. So if it's secret, why was it out there? And we know who put it out there, right?
These snaps are seen as the first step towards reconciliation in the royal household. On the left, Tobin Andrea, the King's Communications Secretary. Opposite, Meredith Maines, head of Prince Harry's Montecito household, and Liam Maguire, the Sussex's UK PR chief, beginning a reported rapprochement process.
When you've got such a fractious situation such as this, sort of the King and the Prince of Wales, Prince William, in one corner and Prince Harry pretty much on his own in another, it needs some sort of rapprochement, doesn't it?
After a failed court battle to win back his family's police security detail he lost when he withdrew from royal duties, relations were at an all-time low.
I can't see a world in which I would be bringing my wife and children back to the UK.
It's unclear who reached out to whom between father and son, but after only speaking once since the King's cancer diagnosis, a royal reunion could finally be on the horizon.
I would love reconciliation with my family. there's no point in continuing to fight anymore. As I said, life is precious. I don't know how much longer my father has.
So who was being watched? Among the accounts Archer's alleged Instagram followed, Highbrow Hippie, co-founded by Meghan's hairstylist and friend Katie Lee, Daniel Martin, Meghan's makeup artist, Abigail Spencer, longtime friend, Heather Dorrock, Meghan's Pilates instructor, Nacho Figueras, Prince Harry's close friend. This isn't casual fashion interest. This was intentional monitoring. Meghan's trusted inner circle was being digitally watched, likely for insight, aesthetic inspiration, and PR strategy. And when it was exposed, the mass unfollow spree began. Over 1,400 accounts quietly removed. That doesn't scream innocence. It screams, we got caught. The consequences of copycat culture. What does this matter? Because this wasn't just about style, it was about control. Meghan was publicly vilified by the press for the exact choices Kate was later praised for. Her messy bun, minimal makeup, tailored neutrals, and even advocacy efforts were mocked, while Kate picked up the blueprint and rebranded it as royal virtue. What makes it worse is knowing Meghan wasn't just copied, she was followed, tracked, digitally dissected. It's not fashion inspiration when you copy someone while allowing the media to destroy them for doing it first. Every time the royal PR machine gets caught, a diversion emerges. A photo op, a stage leak, a reconciliation headline with zero substance, but audiences aren't buying it anymore. Whether it's the Oprah interview, the Netflix docuseries, or now the Archer follows, Harry and Meghan's story is one of constant intrusion and carefully crafted attacks, masked by media spectacle. People are tired. The truth is clearer than ever. This isn't about mending relationship, it's about managing optics. So the PR games are wearing thin, guys. Yes, the palace may continue its olive branch PR rollout, but the world is already looking deeper. We're paying attention to the receipts, and the Archer incident, it wasn't just a scandal, it was a confirmation. Right? We know that because every time we know it's like a microaggression, right? They try to steal what is Meghan's, but at the same time incorporate it as if it was Kate, is the original Kate, is the one that does it. And they do this all the time. It's manipulation. It's definitely manipulation at its best. But people are calling them out and people are saying, we see you, we see what you're doing, right? So when they come now and talk about the olive branch as a distraction, it happened, they say, certain days ago, but they choose to put it out now. Why? Because there's an agenda there. Something is happening that was taking up the space, the media space. It was on X, it was all over, and they don't want that, right? And no, so that's what we're saying. It wasn't just a scandal. It was confirmation. People have been saying this for years, that something is sick about Kate. Something is wrong, that she would co-opt someone else's, appropriate someone else's look, someone else's style. That is appropriation, right? So no photo op on a patio is enough to undo that. Right? So that's what we're talking about. So guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Do you think the peace talks were real, or a royal distraction? Or a royal distraction tactics? Let us know in the comments below. We're interested in your opinion. Bye, guys.